My name's Chris Mills and I work with surfers. My name's Chris Mills and I work with surfers, from surf coaching, running multiple international surf coaching trips for years now, to have been a strength and conditioning coach and trainer for well over a decade. Also a massage therapist and rehab trainer. So I've worked with surfers for most of my professional career. It has been anywhere from performance work and training, developing athleticism, to rehab, a bunch of older surfers with back issues, neck, spine problems, shoulder reconstructions, and just general aches and pains. I also have a really strong interest in the human body and how it performs and functions and how we can support its performance. So not only do I do this professionally, but I wanted to start combining these worlds of performance and training and fitness and rehab, and providing an opportunity for surfers to have some really relevant information about how to look after themselves, how to keep their joints healthy, how to work on breath training, how trainers or how surfers should really actually be training, because what we require from our bodies is very different from what most people are doing in the gym or having just been doing bodybuilding style workouts. So I wanted to give relevant information to the world of surfing so that people can make better decisions that really do impact their surfing and how they feel and perform in the water. Major differences between this type of training and CrossFit. We can learn a lot from CrossFit in that it's major movement patterns. Those things can be quite relevant to us as surfers, but we don't need as much volume. We don't need the intensities. We don't need as much strength development. Yes, surfers need to be strong to a point so they can control their body and produce force and absorb force, but they don't need to be deadlifting 3 times their body weight. They don't need to be pushing to total exhaustion. Generally, the average surfer needs to focus more on mobility, flexibility that we can control. So being able to control our body weight through flexible and fluid positions. And then we start to work on upper body endurance, the ability to hold, for the spine to hold postures, the muscles along the spine to hold postures and proper alignment for paddling, endurance of the upper body muscles for paddling, components of hip mobility. And then we do start to hit some big complex movement patterns like CrossFit, because some of that can be beneficial. Knowing how to deadlift, knowing how to do big lunges, knowing how to do proper rows and proper pull-ups. Those things have a lot of carryover. The problem with CrossFit at times is that it just implements repetition. And I'm more interested in people developing skill, because we're in this for the long haul. It's more important to train smart and efficiently rather than just kind of smashing yourself for endurance and just because that's what the class is for the day in your local CrossFit gym. What can you expect from the training? You can expect to develop more endurance, better moving hips, mobility through the spine, the shoulders, the hip joint, the ankle. This mobility is the crux of you being able to surf fluidly, effortlessly, and injury-free. You're going to build endurance through the paddling muscles. You're going to build better cardiovascular endurance, better lung, better heart kind of pumping. Again, this ability to produce energy for longer periods of time. You're also going to learn recovery methods of how to look after yourself in between long bouts of surf sessions, how to stretch appropriately, how to, if you want to train very smart and very efficiently in a way that directly carries over to your surfing. The biggest thing with this app and my programs, this is how you as a surfer should be training. And a body that's better at developing surfing skill because you have an improved brain-body connection. Through all this training, you've developed an awareness of how to move, how to control the body. So if your technique coach is suddenly telling you you need to rotate, compress more through the knee, your brain and body can coordinate more efficiently. Precautions to take with this training, a couple. First, understand this is a learning process. At first, it's going to be a little slow. Week 1 might be a little slower, and then you get familiar with the movements and it gets faster and faster and faster. So some precautions, you need to pay attention to your own body. How do things feel? Does something hurt? Stop doing it, get checked out by a professional. You might have had a knee reconstruction 10 years ago, or maybe a neck injury, and that's still kind of something that you have to be aware of. We all have this past history of life and sport and injury, so we need to pay attention to these things as we start to train. So we need to train with caution, and again, understand this is for our lives. We don't jump into it just to beat ourselves up. We want to take this slowly, be physically aware. So no pain. Discomfort is okay. We need to push through discomfort. If we're pushing a movement hard, we're getting some lactic acid buildup within a local muscle, or maybe a day or two after training, things are a little sore because you trained. But soreness is very different from pain. We always want to look for quality over quantity, meaning I'm more interested that you maintain the quality and the perfection and technique of the movement rather than just bashing out reps. No matter your skill level, you could be a beginner or an advanced surfer. This app is perfect for you because again, it's looking to improve your body specifically for the sport of surfing. Also, no matter your skill level, but also no matter whether you've trained in the gym for the last 10 years or never before. The program is laid out that it's a step-by-step process. So who I would recommend for this app is any surfer that has an interest in improving their surfing, has an interest in surfing with longevity, pain-free, just feeling better within your own body, and a surfer looking to improve their fitness. So what I'd like to say to surfers that are looking to improve is you need to understand that your body is the vehicle with which you surf. Yes, you have a surfboard, very important. But if your body isn't functioning well, your surfing cannot improve. So what we're really looking to do is incorporate fitness tailored for surfing that we can implement for the rest of our lives as a surfer, because ultimately if our body isn't functioning well, we can't perform well in the water. So this isn't some meathead gym, get buff. Yes, you're gonna put on a bit of muscle probably, but that's a good thing. You're gonna lean out, you're gonna tone up, but it's not to get bulky. This is training that is really supporting what you wanna do with yourself, and that is surf. So grab the app, enjoy the process. You're gonna be stoked.